Welcome to Marketing Without the Marketing. I'm your host, Michael Bosey, and I wanted to continue to address the coronavirus crisis and how it affects small businesses. And in the last episode, I talked about how small businesses can weather the downturn, or at least, a couple of ideas, which I know are not going to be applicable to everyone. But today I want to focus on what we can do as consumers to help small businesses who are struggling right now. If you're a listener of this podcast, you know that I'm a huge advocate for small businesses. I mean, I am one myself, and I try to spend my money as much as I can at smaller, independently owned businesses. When I have the choice, I pick a smaller business over a larger one. I try to avoid buying from Amazon, and again, as much as I reasonably can. And I'm lucky to live in an area in Boston that has a vibrant small business community. And small businesses are feeling the effects without a doubt. I mean, you see that local restaurants are empty, yoga studios are shutting down classes or reducing their class sizes. People are canceling events and gatherings, on and on. The effects of this outbreak are evident and now very, very obvious. And here's the thing, just waiting this out is not really a good option, right? If this goes on for an extended period of time, and there is every indication that it will, then many of these businesses that we love could fold. There are a lot of people out there who won't make it. And look, I know there are a lot of other people potentially impacted in far worse ways, and my heart breaks for them. I'm focusing on small businesses because, one, that's what this podcast is about and why you're here and, what you and my audience expects. And number two, I mean, it's one of the few things that I can speak credibly about in relation to this crisis. But now is the time to help our friends and neighbors who run small businesses. So I'd like to go over a few ideas for how to do so. First thing you can do is buy gift cards or gift certificates, right? This is a show of good faith that you believe in the business and will visit in the future, and it puts money into their business right now when they need it. For online businesses, you can pay in advance, right? So for instance, in terms of like an annual membership, like I did this at my gym, where I paid 12 months in advance. One, I got a little discount on that. Great, good for me. But also it puts money into their pockets right now so that they can stay afloat while a lot of people, including myself, are sort of backing off that. And that, these things may seem really simple, but obviously could make a huge difference to those who need it. Now, you can also support these businesses via other methods. So for instance, you could give via something like Patreon. See my last episode on this, where I advise people to set up Patreon pages like the one that I have, so that they give people the opportunity to support if they like what you do. Go back to the last episode, and not only do I offer that as a potential strategy, but I'm offering for some free help to actually set this up. No strings attached, no catch. Free strategy session. You and I can sit down via Zoom, screen share, help you set it up, walk through the strategy for your specific business. I've seen it from a lot of different sectors, from the different clients that I work with, and I'm here to help if that makes a difference for you while I'm in a bit of a downturn myself. As far as supporting via other methods, you could pay it forward, for instance, and make a donation of sorts. And again, if you are able, I would not ask you, and no one would ask you to make donations or do things that you're not able to afford. You have to look out for yourself and your family as well. So this is all if you are able to do so. So for instance, I feel a little uncomfortable maybe getting a haircut at the local barber. So I may cut my own hair. But the guy who cuts my hair is amazing, and even if I skip a week with him, I intend to pay him anyway. He's a young guy, just starting out with his own biz. He's got 2 little girls and a wife. I just feel like if I'm going to vacate the business, that's no reason to take his funding away. And it's a small gesture but why not, right? And again, use your discretion on who needs it and who doesn't, right? Like, this obviously is not going to apply to large businesses. They'll survive this fine, even though it's probably going to be painful for them and their employees too. But the person who's running a solo business, when the money dries up, that's it, right? Like, that can severely impact their ability to provide for themselves and their family. Use your discretion. Now, if you do go to a local restaurant or pick up coffee at a local coffee house, another simple idea is to give extra tips. And again, if you are able, right? So for now, why not 30% instead of just 20%? Or hell, even a 50% tip or 100% if that's actually possible for you. Think about it this way. You'll pay for the empty table next to you. Think of how much your server and the business would appreciate that as a gesture. And again, only if this is something that you can manage. But these are things that we can do where we think outside the box of what our normal routine is, because you don't know how, your barista is weathering this, or the folks who run your local pub or local restaurant or yoga studios or whatever. I mean, do whatever you can. And again, using your discretion and your own comfort level for the safety of yourself and your family. Obviously, I'm no medical expert. And you may say, listen, this is something where you should just stay home, and there's a good case for that. I would never argue with that, and I'm trying to do as much of that as I can as well. Now, look, those are just a few ideas. I'm sure there are many more ideas out there, and I would love to hear them. Just reach out to me via Twitter @Mbosey, LinkedIn @Mbosey, the comment section of this podcast, this episode, or directly email me at mbosey@controlmousemedia.com. And again, my offer from the last episode, for me to help you for free to set up your Patreon, Medium, Substack, or any general adaptation strategy. If you are a small or solo business or freelancer who's trying to adapt, let me help you set these up and get a strategy in place so that you have a means to allow people to support you. Again, just reach out to me all those different ways: Twitter, LinkedIn, comment section, or directly email. We'll make an appointment via Zoom. We can just talk strategy, or we'll screen share and I'll walk you through it. As I said in the last episode, this offer is contingent upon my own workload. I'll do what I can, but I do want to help you as much as I can, especially when I'm in my own down period. All right, that'll do it for now. I'd love to hear your suggestions, your ideas, your concerns, your encouragement. We're all in this together. We all need to be nice to one another, and we all need to care about one another. That's how we're going to get through this thing. And I hope that you find this to be helpful, or for you to pay it forward yourself to a small business that you love. I can assure you they will really appreciate it. All right. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.